Do you want to learn how to train your own skewb algorithms? If so, this is the right video. Today I'll be showcasing my website that allows users to get the full alg training experience from a simple spreadsheet. So firstly, what does my trainer do? It basically takes a CSV, which is a type of file that you can create using Google Sheets or Excel, and it takes in that file and converts all the information into all the scrambles, images, algs, groups, all of that, so that you can train just like you normally would with or the pre-existing trainers. So the cool thing about this website is that it allows users to train their own algorithms. So if you want to learn some really niche alg set that no one knows about yet and there aren't any trainers for it, well, there's one now. All you have to do is just write out some very basic information about the algorithms, the names and stuff, and then you can just upload it to this website and then you'll be able to train it. Alright, some other features this trainer has is that it allows users to create an alg spreadsheet for the algs that they inputted. So it just uses the same information of like the algs, the names, the images, but it just collates them into like one spreadsheet so that you don't have to manually do all of that yourself. The actual timer and trainer that's the same as Malte Ihlefeld's skewb trainer that you've probably used before. I've also added a feature called Learn, where if you don't feel confident about an algorithm, you can like press a key and then it allows you to train them again before you progress on. And I also added categorization, but by time groups. So the fastest algs are categorized into one group, and then the medium, and then the slowest, so that you can choose which algs to actually continue training. Alright, so now let's get into the showcase. So firstly, when you load into the website, it'll look like this. You'll have the Malte Ihlefeld's trainers like look here, but you'll see that there aren't any algs. And you have this option to choose file. So now let's first go to what the file looks like. So all we have to put in is alg set, group, name, and then A for alg on the top row like this. And all you have to fill in is name and alg. You can have up to 5 algs here. So you can have different alternate algorithms listed there. And yeah, so let's just see. Right now I have one alg, which is a sledge, and there hasn't been assigned a group or an alg set yet. Let me just add a new one, edge, which is that. Now I have 2 algs. And maybe I'll also put in uperm, which I'll put in 2 algs for. What else? So I've put in 2 algs here. You can select that. And the next step is to download the file as a CSV. You'll see here. So you go back to the website, choose file, press the file you just downloaded, and then you see now it has been entered in. So now because we haven't put in any information for group or alg set, this is going to be, you're just going to have the cases here with no groups and no alg sets. So let's just say I want to select these 2 and call it, I don't know, like, and then I can select this one, uperm, and then call it L3C and put that in the group. Now, let's see, I can select this one and give it, I don't know, like corners as its set name, and then so now it'll be in the set called corners. You can also press these bin buttons to delete it, and I don't know, I'll just leave this by itself. So now you see you have a set here called corners. You can select it here, you can select it here, you can select all of the algorithms. You can select this group here. That's that. You can delete them, as I've said. And then let's just say you want to save it back to a CSV. So you press this, and if I want to reopen this whatever I saved, right? The CSV that I saved with the groups, these groups here, right? I can go upload, this one, selection 16. I upload it. Yep. And then you can see as all the same information as the one before, but I'll have alg sets and groups as well listed in here. So that's that. You can also save to the website if you don't want to lose your information, like all of the groups and stuff. So you don't have to like upload the file again. You can do that. Something else you can do is just put this into a L3C group. Something else you can do is to download this as a spreadsheet. So if I call this, I'm just going to call it test and press download sheet here. So if I come over here and import the file I just downloaded, then I'll get this information as a spreadsheet. Like this. So this is one set called corners. You see it's the four movers, it's got the images, it's got the algs and stuff. And then for L3C, there's the uperm with the two algs like this. And if you have multiple groups in one set, it will just become multiple rows. So if you had more algs, it could look something like this, which looks much more like an actual alg sheet. Now let's say I want to come here and train my cases. So there will be a scramble, and then you should be familiar with this interface. Let's say I'll do this case. Oh, it's a very easy one, so I get 0.8. But then let's say the next one I take a bit longer. I take 3.5 seconds, right? And then the third one, oh no, I forgot it. So I press this button, this question mark here, it shows me the alg, right? And if I stop the timer, then it says it goes into learn. And this is the same case, right? This is also hedge, because I press the question mark button, which puts it into the learn subset. So I have to do it again, and then one more time, so that it knows that I've remembered that out, basically. Another way you can put it into like the learn subset is by pressing right shift in here. If you go back, you will see though, you have fast and medium. So if you press on medium here, this case given here will be, actually not sure which one it would be. It would be, okay, uperm, because we took too long on the uperm. Yeah. So what this does, how they get classified into the different speeds, is that it takes the weighted average. It's kind of like the moving average statistic that you guys probably know. It's where the most recent results get weighted the most, but then the further back you go for the results, the less they're weighted, which means it's more heavily biased to the newer results. There is one bug that I need to show you guys, because I'm not bothered to fix it, honestly. It's where when you load into a website like this, if you don't save your data, sometimes it becomes like this. So all you have to do is just like upload a file and then press delete all cases so that it resets and you're back to normal. Yay. Just some more information for more nerdy algorithm-loving people. I might make this. I will make this for 2x2, and I'll probably make it for like pyraminx and 3x3 if I get the time to do it. Because I feel like it'll also be useful for the people that main those speed events, because obviously they're very algorithm-heavy events. So it'll be cool to have trainers that can train like random algorithms that you want to be niche on, you want to be special about. So so I'll probably also make this for like this trainer for 2x2 pyraminx and 3x3, if once I get the time to do it and I feel bothered to, because I do feel it'll be a very useful tool for the people who do those events, as especially for 2x2. People do like to learn very random algorithms, and it's kind of hard to like train them if you have to like manually enter in all the stuff. Whereas with this trainer, I think you'll be able to do it faster and better. So yeah, have an eye out. I'll probably make another video for that if I do expand it to those events. But yeah, that's all for now.